I recently got the Pocket 6K Pro and picked up the S35 35mm and the 50mm. I own 4 Meike lenses for the Micro Four Thirds, and I thought it was the best bang for the buck for cine lenses, so I decided to test these out. This lens has a 77mm front diameter to put on UV filters, ND filters, whatever, but with the Pocket 6K Pro, there's built-in ND filters, so that's a plus. As far as the crop on the S35 for the Pocket 6K, you basically multiply it by 1.558, which gives you roughly 78mm field of view on a full frame. This thing stops down a T22. The T2.1 is quite decent, and I put it through some tests that I want to show you. I put on UV filters for safety because I've broken a Canon L lens series before, and I wasn't happy about it. This test is basically your rack focus. There's hardly any distortion. Sometimes I like distortion, but this lens doesn't give you that distortion when you rack focus. By the way, all the tests that I'm doing here, they're all at 2.1. This was for chromatic aberration. I'm gonna freeze it, I'm gonna zoom in, and let's see if we see some color shifts in the branches. I was quite pleased to know that for a $530 lens or so, that the chromatic aberration is really controlled in this lens. This next section is basically taking the 6K Pro, doing some shooting with this lens, some very light color correction, and no color grading, just for you to see what this lens looks like on this camera. The lens is a bit on the soft side. A lot of people get filters to soften their images and so on. That's something I appreciate about this lens, that it's not so sharp, and yet it is sharp when you have the proper focus. As you can see, gives a pleasing quality. It definitely has its own character, so I'm very happy that I got this lens and just wanted to do a quick review. See you next time.